Good afternoon, Mr. Majola, and thank you very much for your time. You know, we've been left shocked at the living conditions of a community in Umzimvubu municipality, particularly those videos of the community utilizing what visibly looks like an unsafe wooden bridge in 2022. What is your understanding as an organization of the situation regarding the community's use of that particular bridge?
I hope I am audible enough for your side. They connected via the mobile phone. But I must say that it came to us as a shock to see that in 2022 there are still communities that are struggling in terms of the access roads and bridges, especially when we saw this one which we are talking about today. Remember that when we talk about a road and a bridge, we always think of the safety of children when they have to cross from one side to another. And especially when kids have to go to school, have to come from school back home. And it worries us to see that the infrastructure development in the country and the province is still far behind. And it leaves us with many questions as to how does the government official, the local government, talking the municipalities, how does an official sleep at home knowing that there are people whose lives are hanging over this dangerous crossing or this dangerous so-called bridge? Because to me it's not bridge, it's a dangerous wooden crossing where people need to be serious and look at the possible ways of putting the lives of our people first before anything happens.
As Kula community, though, have you been able to go to the ground to perhaps engage with this community to find out how long they've been using this bridge? And this is particularly important because there's been this back and forth where my colleague spoke to the mayor, and the mayor insists that they've been using the concrete bridge all along. It's just that it got flooded with the heavy rains. But honestly, she maintains that this one was just being utilized only now in the interim.
But it then means that there was no backup system. Because when you are building a bridge, even if you had never had heavy rain, but the mayor should have seen what is happening in the country all these years and came up with a backup system. To say to us, people have been using the concrete bridge until now, that they have to use this one as an alternative. It means there is no plan on the table. Because now it simply means that it is only today they have to wake up. But you can't wake up when people's lives are in danger. You wake up before the danger comes. So it is their failure that they never made any provision to say in the event of the concrete bridge gets flooded or gets overflowing, this is an alternative. Because even the bridge that they are talking about is very low. You must always say when you build or put up a bridge, you must know it's very low.
Lack of foresight. Many have said it's lack of foresight because that structural design is problematic. Have you, as Kula, though, as Kula organization, been able to engage the municipality on some of these issues on behalf of the community?
We found out about this week. Even if you were next to me, I would show you on my WhatsApp where I was requesting people to give us more information. And I even called people from the area of Emanxesibe in Mount Age to say where exactly is this place. But I'm happy now that the mayor seems to be aware of this bridge because we have to take them to task. We are not going to handle this thing with a tissue or a cotton wool, but the municipality, the local government, has to be held responsible. They have to devise means and make sure that that community is safe. They can't sleep at home while people's lives are at stake.
No, most certainly
so we are
true.
working on that.
And then in your engagements, when you were trying to assess what exactly has been happening there, have you spoken to the councillors?
You are a government official.
Apologies, Mr. Majola.
As I said to you, yes, no, as I was saying that we only found out this week, and then I wrote to two people where I was making a research or an inquiry to check whereabouts is this thing, because we want to engage with them tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean Monday is the 24th of January 2022. Then we can take the process forward. Otherwise, we have to make sure that they are compelled to build a bridge that will not pose danger to the people of that community.
No, Mr. Majola, thank you very much for your efforts, because it is community organizations such as yours that would in fact agitate for change. And as much as it has been publicized, you are the ones on the ground that would have to push this agenda on this community's behalf. Thank you very much for your time.